Well, it was a great duel. A first-time showdown between Coastal Carolina and USC. Who knew who was going to win? Everybody. I'm not sure everybody knew the 70 mark was going to be reached. LJ Dragner from the LeftoverHotdog.com. Good morning.
Good morning.
70-10.
Yeah, both teams had something to look forward to this week. So
Right.
I don't know if their minds were Coastal, South Carolina, but Coastal was coming in, rolling, playing good.
Sure.
10-1, and we talked about last week.
But they weren't playing necessarily SEC teams, though.
No, they were
I
playing
mean,
a little lesser
Sure.
teams, but still had a great offense, a good running back, talent at the wide receiver position. But
I mean, they put some points on the board. I mean, I guess that's saying something. You're going against, you're going against the Gamecocks. Getting anything on the board is certainly a good measure.
Oh yeah. I heard a fan sitting behind me. He was a Coastal fan. He said, "If we score, it's a moral victory. We win. I'm leaving." And he did. They scored a touchdown. He walked away, and I was.
It's like the classic George Costanza. I'm out.
Right.
I'm out.
But Carolina looked good. Brandon Wiles got back in the mix. 2 rushing touchdowns, 62 yards on 7 carries. But Farrah Cooper took some wildcat snaps. He had a 71-yard scamper in the third quarter. He looked good. Give Clemson some more film to watch. Change it up. Played 5 quarterbacks.
Sure. Now Clemson also was no joke Saturday either. But
yeah, they played the Citadel.
I mean, gosh darn.
Blew them out early. Taj had 5 passing touchdowns.
Right.
Nothing unexpected.
Sure.
And
Citadel's a great team, but sure enough. Now, did you expect to hit the 70 mark? Because that broke some records.
It did. I did not expect that. I was thinking somewhere in the mid-40s, Spurrier would take his foot off the gas, but
right. There was no taking the foot off the gas, man. It was.
I don't know if he was actually really putting his foot on the gas. It was just I think Coastal kind of mailed it in after halftime. They started subbing in some backup quarterbacks and.
Well, that's a shame. I mean, I guess it's a cool memory. They know they're going to lose. A cool memory for some of the players to be able to play at the Bryce, I suppose.
They get a big check.
Well, there's that. The big check does come in.
Oh yeah, helps out.
So the final was 70-10, setting those records. Of course, that was also the 25th win for Shaw. Now he broke Ellis's record.
That's right. He's the all-time winning quarterback at South Carolina. I'm still undefeated at home.
That's right. One more game.
And then 17 home game win, longest in the country. There's a lot to play for.
Sure.
South Carolina came out and scored 42 right off the bat, before halftime, and rolled along to 70.
There was a lot going on there.
We don't see very many of those, so
It will take it when you get them, right?
That's right.
But hey, you know what? A win's a win no matter what. But certainly 70-10. Good gosh, Coastal Carolina falling prey for the first time in history. That's where they ended up. So guys, we got a lot more Good Day Columbia on the way, and a lot more with Leftover Hot Dog, because I understand in a couple of days there's a little football game happening. Is that true?
It's definitely true.
There you go. Stick around. We're going to come back with LJ Dragner and take a look at Clemson and Carolina, part 111. Stay with us. 1,824. That is the number since Clemson last beat USC, if you're counting days. Almost 2,000 days since Clemson walked away with a win, and I don't think they're going to do it this Saturday either. LJ Dragner from the LeftoverHotdog.com.
Hey.
The All Things Gamecock blog joins us. Continuing on, we talked about Coastal. That was a firm defeat. But the 111th meeting of USC and Clemson, that may be a little bit tougher go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I heard the last time Clemson beat South Carolina, Molly Cyrus was still Hannah Montana. But yeah, there's been a lot of those jokes this week. But yeah, and Clemson comes in on Saturday, 7 o'clock kick. It's been 4 years. South Carolina's never beat Clemson 5 years in a row.
Sure.
So
now they have done 4 in a row, right?
Definitely 4 in a row.
Okay.
Early 50s. I want to say 51 through 54.
So that was back in the day. That was even before George Rogers' time. That's all that is.
Oh yeah. But Clemson's a good team.
Yeah.
10-1. Looking for that 11th win. Looking to break the streak.
Sure.
Everybody talks about fear of the thumb. 5 years in a row, but. It's been a long time.
And these two teams have both had great seasons. I mean, and we're still, of course, waiting for Mizzou to lose. Walking to the SEC East.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hopefully that'll happen on Saturday. But you're looking at 5 in a row. Going to break the record there for USC if they win. You're going to continue on the victories with Spurrier. Both teams in the top 10. That's something new.
First time ever South Carolina and Clemson's met. Both teams ranked in the top 10. And Clemson's got a good offense, and their defense has improved from last year. But I think it's going to come down to defensive and offensive line.
Sure.
And Clemson's definitely improved in that over from last year. But South Carolina's defensive line struggled a little bit this year. But Taj Boyd is a good quarterback. He's all-time passing touchdown record. And
so you're going to look for that